So when I do my nightly, and I've been doing this for 2 years now, I have it all memorized, subconsciously, absolutely. But as an example, right now, I could not rattle off my affirmations. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. But when I sit down and get into that, then they just come out. The whole thing, which is pretty extensive at this point, is completely memorized, but I couldn't tell you what they are right now. I do carry with me my cheat sheet book, which has the whole ritual structure in it, and I get it out. And I think that's part of the process for me. I get it out, but it's extremely rare at this point that I need to actually look at it. Now there are times that all I got to do is glance down at it. I don't really read any of the words. I just glance down at it. And there are keywords. I do know this. If I get flustered or I think I'm going to forget or whatever, if I look down, I always look at the same word on the page, and it just instantly clicks and refreshes everything, and I no longer have to look at it. So is that memorization? Well, yeah, I absolutely have it memorized, but that's not the point. It doesn't have to be memorized. It has to be felt. I could go my whole life and not have just that ritual itself memorized ever. And I'll still continue to do it. I would much rather feel it, mean it, put what is intended into it rather than just have it memorized. I could say anybody can memorize it, but I'm sure that there are some who just couldn't memorize it. For whatever reason, but it's much easier to memorize it and just rattle it off verbatim without any intent or meaning. But it's the intent and meaning that's the important part. Having it memorized is convenient, but it's definitely not really necessary for the process. And in some ways, not always, but in some ways, it can be detrimental, because if you get it memorized and you don't place the intent and emotion behind it, it just becomes something you just rattle off. And if that's what it is, then it's not doing you any good. If you're just doing it for the show of doing it, I guess, or you're like, oh, I'm going to go do this again, rattle, 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 okay, it's done, I'm done, let's go. If you're doing it that way, you're not getting out of it what is intended anyways. So there's really no reason to even do that, because you're not getting anything out of it. Not really. So, and also take this with a grain of salt here, because what I'm about to say is repeated from the internet, YouTube, which automatically makes it suspect. At least to me it does. But I've had several people who comment on videos, ritual videos, any kind of workings, any kind of gathering really, and people go in and they use cheat sheets and they have their books out and are reading from it, and people get on to them about it, like, oh, well, you could at least memorize it. To me, that tells me that you're not really doing it yourself. The amount of just memorize it stuff is astronomical, and it's not about memorizing it verbatim and having it come off perfectly every time. It's not about that. It's about the intent and the emotion behind it. And there's nothing wrong with grabbing your cheat sheet, even if you do it every time. Especially if you want to get it the way you want to get it and you feel that there's a proper way to do it. And then you're probably going to need that cheat sheet. But people who say, because I've heard them say it, well, I've read them saying it. I've read them typed it. When they typed it, I've read it. And it's like, well, you could have at least gone in there and memorized it. That sounded awful. You guys weren't in sync. You forgot this, you forgot that. That's a living ritual. That is a living ritual. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.